Phil, whenever you're ready, mate.
Regis, I can't remember exactly when it was, but you said when people were talking about Tom Watson's place in the team, where we should be involved, I think we were right in through and you said we might give 10-15 minutes at some point.
Yeah, it was a good statement. Yes, it was probably a tough decision for him, but it was clear in our mind and in his mind that he was still a player of Sunderland, and I think the group, the squad accepted this decision as well, knowing that he's a good player, he can help, and we don't know what will happen, and he had his opportunity this afternoon.
You know, quite calm on the touchline, not when
Wasn't the case today? Yeah, it's a fantastic scenario again. The output is fantastic, but the scenario was like in semi-final, absolutely fantastic. Tough for the coaches, tough for our fans probably, but we showed again a strong character, even when we are not dominant, even when we struggle as a squad. We stay connected, we stuck to our plan, and maybe later during the game, we'll find an opportunity to change the momentum, and it was the case today.
You couldn't start much worse with going up. He's been such an important player for a number of years now. Talk us through how you managed changing things around over the course of the game after that. Obviously, Sheffield United starting on the score.
Yeah, we lost early in Luke, and we lost a sub session, so it was important for the second part of the game. But at the same time, it was comfortable for me and for the coaching staff to make the sub because we knew that Mepham was ready. Mepham has been really impressive this season as a player, but also as a person and as a professional footballer. Because when he came out the team before the semi-final, he told me, "I stay connected with the group. Don't worry." And he showed today that this behavior was really important for the squad. And when he came in, no problem for his teammates. We flipped with Ballard because they targeted this side with Kiefer Moore, and it was easy to manage.
I don't think anyone's under any illusions how difficult it is to go into the Premier League, but signing Enzo Le Fee is a good start.
Yeah, it was first of all a strong teammate. I think I want to reiterate this idea because he started as a left winger. Probably he played most of the time in this position. And when we had the opportunity to play with Romain again, it was possible to play to use Enzo in his main position. But because the background of the experiences was small, only 30 minutes at the end of the game against Coventry, probably their references were not really clean. So during this game, we felt that our position, the connection in the midfield were not perfect, but we felt that the experience of playing was useful later during the game, and it was the case.
Regis, kind of forget now, but when you came in, you inherited a team who finished 16th last year, all kinds of things, it had gone on, it wasn't looking great. At what stage did you see something in this team, see something in this group of players that made you believe that we could end up where we are?
It was impossible to predict the outcome, really. But I think we spoke together about the feeling I had about this team last season. They played well. They played fantastic football sometimes. For example, against Southampton, they won 5-0. So it was clear that it was possible to play a very good football and to be efficient, very dominant. But at the same time, they were so inconsistent. So with ups, but many downs. So my job was, and I think it's the job of a coaching staff, a manager, to give the methodology to bring this consistency. And it worked well, but we need talented players. We need strong connection between them, and I think they deserve this this statement. They worked so well together, and at the end, I think this game is a good example of the season.
And I think when speak to Sunderland fans, and they're excited about the prospect of going back to the Premier League and everything that means. But I think one of the big things they were excited about for a win today was the fact that this team now stays together. You can maybe add to it, you can strengthen it. Just where this young team might be capable of getting to. How exciting is that, and how important? We talked about it a little bit in the build of the game, but we obviously didn't really want to talk about what might happen if you lost. How important is it now that you've won, with that group stays together and you can improve it?
At least we need to remember that the connection between players is often more important than the talent of one player. And for me, as a manager, I think in football in general, sometimes we forget that it's a collective sport, a collective effort, and we tend to focus on one talent who made the difference, but it's not the main point. The main point is the way you work together. And this squad was really impressive this season about their connection. Even when it was tough, they stayed connected. They want to learn from mistakes and so on. So yeah, it was a strong feeling this season.
And what about you personally? How excited are you at the prospect of being a Premier League manager, taking on all the big names up there?
Yeah. It's difficult to realize, to be fair, because I was so connected on the just moment right now, what we have to do to win this game. And I didn't think about the consequences, a defeat, a win. So now will be the case maybe in a few days. We'll see. But let's enjoy, let's celebrate, let's take time with family and friends, and we'll see a bit later.
What do you personally do after that? Because we know throughout the season that you're very much onto the next. What do you personally do after that? How do you celebrate?
Probably I spend time a bit in France, because I stayed 11 months here without moving in France. So just spend time on be relaxed, to enjoy and to prepare the next season.
They say that winning the championship playoffs is the best way to go up. You must have envisaged that, but then the sight at the end.
Yeah, emotionally it's impressive, because the two semi-finals, the end of the second leg, so it was absolutely crazy, and today it was the case again. So to create this connection, this emotion, these memories as well for the fans, for us. We need to live these tough moments, and it will be really important in my life, sure.
When will it sink in for you personally that you're a Premier League manager, and how quickly does the club need to act and move as a Premier League?
Yeah, I think Sunderland is are still building their structure, and will have to make another step, an important step, to prepare the squad for the Premier League. But we'll see in a few days, probably. Yeah.
It's very early. Can the club make that step?
I hope so. I hope so.
Congratulations. What did you make of the VAR decision to disallow the second goal, and are you looking forward to having technology in use for every game next season?
Details sometimes are for us, against us. It depends on the situation. So it's difficult to comment on this decision because VAR was for every team, and at the end it was a positive decision for us.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
We'll go this way.
Yeah.
Regis. I think
This way.
start at the end of the